Hey, it's Matt with McGee Farms. I'm in the shop right now, and I've been cleaning things up, kind of trying to reorganize, and I had everything kind of sitting outside for a little while I was doing it. And in that process, we had a couple of storms come through, and I didn't get out there in time. Everything kind of set out in the rain, which I don't like, but the mini bike, the little Coleman CT200U here, had some issues on it. I guess some water or something must have gotten in there just a little bit, to the point that it wouldn't start on me. It was kind of locked up. I'd go to pull the pull cord, and it had one spot it would just stop on. And no matter how much weight I put on it, it would not turn. Now, I could turn it by hand or put a screwdriver in here, and it would turn. It just had one spot that just had a lot of compression where it was hanging up, and I'm going to show you how to fix that. So we're going to put the pull cord back on because I really don't need it off, and I'm going to show you what needs to be done to fix it. Okay, so I got the pull starter back on, and I got everything ready to go. When I try to pull start it, it's really hard, and occasionally it'll lock up where I have to put almost all my weight. It should turn really easy. So there's a simple solution if you've got one that's doing that, and it's not just mini bikes, really any of these little like lawnmower type engines. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to locate where the spark plug is. And I've got a feeling on this it's going to be not fun to get to. Oh no, take that back. I thought it was going to be under the gas tank. It is between the air cleaner and the muffler right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this spark plug off, and I'm going to get a little Marvel's mystery oil. I'm getting ready to run up to the store because I'm out, and I'm going to pour that in there. I'm going to let it sit overnight. Now I'm going to put the spark plug back in as it sits overnight because we got a storm coming tonight, and I don't want to get any more water in there than is already in there. But that should pretty much lubricate that cylinder and make it super easy to pull, and make it really easy to start. Because this thing usually, the first pull, it starts right up most of the time. So the fact that I got to put all my weight onto it means something's starting to act up. So we're going to run up to the store, we're going to grab that, and we'll pour it in there. Okay, so started getting to this, and one thing I found is it's a lot easier if you go ahead and take the air cleaner off. You got a little more room to maneuver around. It's really not too bad to get to. I've got this loosened up, so I'm just going to take the spark plug out. I probably should grab a new one, and I may do that tomorrow. I'm going to be by Rural King store. I think they sell these. I haven't changed the plug yet this year. It's got some gunk on it. I'm going to set this right here. Well, we're going to try to set it there, see that it doesn't fall. And I picked this up while I was at the store. 97 cents. Figure it'd be making things a little bit easier. And we're going to, of course, I guess if I put my glasses on, it might be a little easier. There we go. So, got that in there. And we got our Marvel's mystery oil. And I've used this on a lot of stuff. This, Seafoam, and Lucas, I'm really a big fan of. It's all just depends on your preference. I kind of rotate them, but this stuff works really good. I mean, it's old school. It's been around forever. But I add that to a lot of gas and diesel and oil, and it just kind of lengthens the life of your equipment. So I'm going to set down the camera for a second to take the top off of that. All right, I got the lid off of that. I think the mystery in the mystery oil today was how to get the cap off, because it did not want to come. But pair of pliers did the trick. I'm just going to pour a tiny bit. Probably more than I need. This stuff is an upper cylinder lubricant, I believe. And so it's not going to hurt it being in there. Now we're going to kind of try to clean out a little bit of it before we try to start it. But the principle of what we're doing is this stuff is like basically a super oil. And it's going to sit in here and it's just going to lubricate everything and make it easier to break loose. And it actually should make it easier to start in the future. I've done this with other stuff before. Transmission fluid's another thing that you can use, except for I don't think, don't necessarily on a gas engine want a whole lot of transmission fluid in the cylinder. This stuff is probably a little better for this little gas engine. But I did have a Massey Ferguson 135 I bought. I got it super cheap years ago, and basically the engine was locked up, so I bought it for like next to nothing. Took it home, took the head off of it, poured transmission fluid in the cylinder, and let transmission fluid sit in the cylinder for about 2 weeks. And once I cleaned it out and put the head back on, that thing fired up and it was a great tractor. And that's the same principle here. It's just basically going to break this loose, and this upper cylinder will be very well lubricated. Now I'm going to let it sit overnight, but we do have a storm coming in, so I am going to just like easily hand thread this back on there just to make sure we don't get any rain coming in. So tomorrow morning, come back out here, we'll see how it fires up, and when I go to work tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to be right by a Rural King, so I guess I'm going to maybe get a little bit of a tune-up kit for this. I mean, it really doesn't look that bad. I guess I didn't run it that much last year, but air filter looks like new pretty much. I haven't blown it out. The spark plug doesn't look bad either. So turn the camera off, and then tomorrow morning we'll see if this did the trick. Alright, so we got to the next day. I've let it sit overnight with Marvel's Mystery Oil in there. And before, the first time I tried, like I said, if I pulled this, I would lift the bike off the ground. And pretty much figured I was going to be breaking this cord. So it set overnight. It's been really hard to pull. And it pulls easy. Now I've got the spark plug out of there right now. And the reason for that is all of that was sitting in there. I'm going to kind of let it blow out a little bit. And by doing that, it's probably a little much to have in there to actually run it. I mean, I know like Seafoam and Seafoam, and I think Lucas, an engine will actually run off of that. I mean, it's probably not the best thing for it to do, but I have seen videos where it does. And this might be the same way, but again, it's a small engine. I really, don't want to take a chance on messing it up because I don't know for sure if it will. So I'm going to pull it a couple times to see what I can get out. I was going to get a new spark plug, but that didn't happen because I could not find any locally. So we're going to pop the spark plug in and try to start her up. Alright, so I've got the spark plug back in, and I guess now is a real test. Let's see how this goes. Perfect. So I'd say definitely glad I did that, and this thing pulls so easily now. It's even easier than it was before. It's Matt with McGee Farms. Hopefully if you're having issues with your equipment, this video helped you out. If you enjoy the videos, if you enjoy the channel, please consider giving us a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel. It's all appreciated and it helps the channel grow. Till next time, have a great day.